In a small village by the sea, there was an old house that everyone talked about. The house was tall, with grey walls and a big wooden door. It was always closed, and no one ever went inside. The villagers said it was a strange place full of secrets. But the most mysterious part of the house was the door. The door had a large, shiny lock. No one knew what was behind it. Some said it was locked because of something dangerous, while others believed there was treasure hidden inside, but no one knew for sure. There was a young girl named Lily who lived in the village. Lily was very curious. She liked to explore the forest, the beach, and the hills around the village. But the old house with the locked door was the one place she had never been. Lily often wondered about the house and the secret behind the door. New sunny afternoon, Lily was walking near the old house when she noticed something strange. The wooden door was open a little, just enough for her to see a small crack of light inside. Her heart raised with excitement. Could this be her chance to finally find out what was behind the locked door? Lily slowly walked closer. She looked around to make sure no one was watching. The village was quiet, and the only sound was the wind blowing through the trees. She touched the door gently and pushed it. The door cracked, but it opened a little more. Lily stepped inside, her heart beating faster. The inside of the house was dark, but there was enough light for the crack to see. The room was dusty, and the hair smelled old. There were cobwebs in the corners and broken pieces of wood on the floor. But Lily wasn't scared. She was too curious to be afraid. She looked around and saw an old wooden staircase leading up to the second floor. On the wall, there was a picture of a woman with a kind face. Lily walked over to the picture and touched the frame. It was cold and covered in dust. Lily turned her attention to the locked door. It was on the far side of the room, standing alone. The lock was big and heavy, and the door was made of dark wood. It looked strong and solid. Lily wanted to open it more than anything, but she didn't have the key. She walked around the room looking for anything that could help her open the door. As she walked past an old chest in the corner, she noticed something shiny under the dust. She knelt down and brushed the dust away. It was a small key, old and rusty, but it looked like it could fit in the lock. Lily's eyes wandered. Could this be the key to the locked door? She picked it up carefully and walked over to the door. She took a deep breath and inserted the key into the lock. The key turned with a soft click, and the door slowly cracked open. Inside was another room, much smaller than the first. The room was full of boxes, books, and old furniture. But in the center of the room was a large wooden chest. The chest was closed, but it had no lock. Lily's curiosity grew even more. What could be inside the chest? Lily opened the chest slowly. She gasped when she saw what was inside. It wasn't treasure or gold, it was something much more special. The chest was filled with old letters, papers, and pictures. They looked very old, but they were still in good condition. Lily picked up one. The letter and read it carefully. It was a letter from a woman named Rose, written many years ago. In the letter, Rose talked about her life in the village and how much she loved the people there. She wrote about her hopes and dreams and how she wanted to leave a message for the future. Lily smiled as she read the letter. She felt like she had found something important. The chest was not full of treasure, but it was full of the memories. These were the stories of people from the past. They were the true treasures of the village. Lily spent the rest of the afternoon reading the letters and looking at the pictures. She learned about Rose and the other people who had lived in the village long before her. Some of the names in the letter were still remembered by the villagers today. When Lily finally left the house, she looked the door again just like it was before. She didn't need to keep the door open. She had already discovered the secret behind the locked door, and it was something much more valuable than gold. The next day, Lily told the villagers what she had found. They were all amazed to hear the stories of their past. They realized that the old house was not just a mysterious building, it was a treasure chest of memories from that day on. The villagers took better care of the house and they opened the door more often to read the letters and remember the people who had come before them. Lily smiled to herself. She had uncovered the secret behind the locked door, and in doing so, she had discovered the true meaning of treasure.